what is the artist's relationship with his art? In other words, an artist creates something in the world. He might have an original vision, a glimpse of inspiration, a holy moment, and he's able to somehow transcribe, somehow assemble, somehow concoct some kind of output, a song, a lyric, a poem, a film, a painting, something that someone can behold, right? And people, right, if the work of art is true, then people will marvel, people will gawk, people will lose themselves beholding the work. And then, my friends, they will associate that experience with the artist himself. And what pressure, right? No relationship can bear the burden of godhood, the kind of idolatry that successful artists are put through is something that you must be careful what you wish for. That is a lot of expectation, right? Why do people marvel at great art? They marvel at great art because, as Jordan Peterson says, the transcendent shines through the mattis in partially articulated form, right? The artist was able to tap into something larger than himself, right? It comes through us, but not from us, and though it is with us, it belongs not to us. Divine inspiration, no doubt, is a work of cosmic alchemy. When you output something transcendent, it will shake the world with its quaking, annihilating glory, no doubt. But it's that exorcism, it is that creative metabolic process that also nourishes the artist. The artist will never be satisfied with just creating one singular work of art. I have had the experience of outputting lots of video content that is my truth at my highest moments in life. And what happens is I have a relationship with my work. I make a series of videos. People resonate with the anthemic reverie that perhaps I've been able to capture in a dizzying frenzy. And then people resonate with the content and they'll say to me, wow, thank you for your work, thank you for your videos. And if I feel a small distance between me and that work, if that work was recent, if I'm having regular downloads and regular dives into my own creativity, then I can receive the compliment. The artist can say, wow, thank you, I'm glad my work has resonated with you. I know why it has, because I feel connected with the very process that has produced that work. But what so often happens is that as artists, we might be privy to 1, 2, or 3 moments of divine inspiration. We might output something great once or twice, and then people will forever associate us with that work, and we ourselves cannot seem to return to the wow, to the inspiration, to the awe. It's that existential writer's block. It's like, wow, I've written a hit book, and now everybody knows me for that book, and every time they tell me, wow, I love your book, I'm feeling a fire in the belly and an anxiety from the fact that I haven't written anything original in a while. We are only defined, we measure our self-worth by the last piece of art that we've created. And the more distance of time exists between us and our art, the more we start to feel a kind of imposter syndrome, the more we start to feel a kind of fraudulence, the more we start to feel like we're not living up to who we have pretended to the world that we can be because of a singular moment of visionary inspiration. And so the question becomes, can an artist ever come up with a formula to create more art? Can he come up with a recipe to inspire the poetic reverie that will lead to some kind of exhilarating output that he can be proud of? Can an artist stay creative? Can an artist have longevity? Can he continue to be prolific in his art? This has become the challenge of my life. And this, my friends, I believe you guys can no doubt relate to, is how do we come up with a way of reproducibility and repeatability? How can we make ecstasy, the creative flow of the artist, a place that you can go back to again and again and again, to make of our lives a work of art? For life is lived in individual moments, and it is up to us to make sure those moments are vital, interconnected, and grand, to make a masterpiece out of life, to constantly output life, a life we would output art, a life we would willingly live again and again for all of eternity. This is what we can strive for. And our art, my friend, our expressions, our creativity, our poems, and our songs can become the digital paper trails that we leave in our wake, showing the path we've come. This is the question for every artist out there to figure out an answer for himself.